Another mass school abduction foiled by security forces in Nigeria.
Here's a summary of the article.
Security forces have foiled an attempt to kidnap hundreds of schoolboys in northwestern Nigeria, a state official said on Sunday, days after dozens of students were seized in the latest mass abduction. The kidnapping of 39 students on Thursday was the most recent in a string of abductions complicating the security challenges facing President Muhammadu Buhari's security forces, who are also battling a more than decade-long Islamist insurgency in the northeast. Between the late hours of Saturday night and the early hours of today, suspected bandits stormed the government science secondary school, Ikera, in an attempt to kidnap students, Samuel Aruwan, State Home Affairs Commissioner, said of the foiled attack in a statement. Fortunately, the students used the security warning system in place, and were thus able to alert security forces in the area, he said.
This post received a score of 45,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Why are school abductions so common in Nigeria?
Boko Haram and other bandit groups need bodies both for combatants and wives for them. Youths, especially in the rural areas, are easy targets. Edit, and ransom money too apparently. Edit 2, JFC my inbox.
Boko Haram and other bandit groups tend to do this for financial reasons as opposed to recruiting more bodies. Apparently, the frequency of the abductions and the relatively quick release show that the state and/or federal gov do pay the ransom. So, it seems to be a quick money-making scheme for terrorists and bandits given the frequency of the abductions.
And that's why you can't fucking negotiate or pay out ransoms, it just encourages more of it to happen.
Problem is now they know they'll get it, so if they suddenly stop or change their tune, it's gonna get messy.
When it gets predictable, put some special forces posing as school girls waiting to get abducted with some special GPS tracker that would lead them to a camp or something.
Special Forces schoolgirls sounds like an anime plot.
Literally anything plus schoolgirls can be anime plot.
It's so rare to see good news. I appreciate it. Needs more upvotes.
With the alert system and the efforts by the security forces in the recent attacks, it really seems like they are trying hard to avoid another 2014 Chibok kidnapping, which is really uplifting to see, but also incredibly saddening that some children have to live in a world so different where they have to be on constant alert from mass kidnapping threats.
This is actually the first time I have heard about that. I'm 18, I would have been 11 or 12 at the time, so I wasn't really that interested in world news. How do they do these mass kidnappings? Do they just roll up with a dozen or so vans one day and take over the school, then take them away? Do they take over and turn the school into like a base of operations right there? Or is it more like bribery, get the bus driver to drop the kids off in the middle of nowhere and then take them there sort of thing?
From what I remember reading about this, they just drive onto the school grounds in trucks and start shooting whoever doesn't obey. They round the kids up and throw them in the vehicles and sell the girls into slavery and IDK what they do with boys.
Girls for sex slavery, boys for soldiers, I would presume.
From what I've read, it's more about getting a government-backed ransom, to get political prisoners freed, or simply revenge against another group. There's some instances of forced marriage or slavery, but it appears to be the minority.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.